Good evening and welcome to our live coverage from Warner Park. You join us for this 2020 match between the Viking and the Lions. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me for this match is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy and the dashing David Gower.
Hi Mike, thanks for that intro. I've been down in the middle looking at conditions. And looking at the pitch, it's been set up well for these players to show their skills. Personally, it might just favour having a bowl first, though. The weather conditions are perfect for cricket. Absolutely no threat of any rain.
Thanks, David. We go out to the middle now. Big decision coming up.
Well, showing a lot of faith in this batting lineup, going first on this pitch is either a masterstroke or a disaster waiting to happen.
Kane. Has the ball in hand and will get us underway. Hopefully there'll be some swing and bounce with this new ball early on.
A bit of a change up in the field now.
Yep. Right off the middle of the bat.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Yep.
That's a boundary save for sure.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Vince is new to the crease. They'll be keen to field bat on ball early on. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Wow, that's missed a lot.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Misses everything.
Nice one.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the 3rd dot.
Beaten on the drive.
Kane with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
5 runs added in that over. The Vikings are none for 5. Holder, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the press box end. flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Overstepping, just a little too eager on that delivery.
Holder is usually very good at not bowling no balls. Must have got something wrong with the run-up.
That was a tremendous delivery, fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Always looking to cash in on a free hit. Up to the bowler to come up with something to prevent it happening.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Keepers!
There'll be one run here for them. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter, right at the top of their game.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yes.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running. The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Yep.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
27 runs added in that over. The Vikings are none for 32. They'll get at least one. Gone! Not a great shot to start the over.
Not a bad innings. Really was starting to get the runs flowing, but cut short. Important wicket to get at this stage of the match.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on.
Yeah.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat and got it into the gap and all the way to the rope.
Yep.
Straight to the fielder.
A little late on that, no runs scored.
Good ball.
Khan shakes their head. It was there to hit. Couldn't make the most of it.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Misses!
No.
They fail to make their ground but can't hit the stumps.
They make it back, but that was much closer than it needed to be.
Nice one.
That's a tough call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Yeah.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
End of the over, 6 runs coming from it. The Vikings are 1 for 38. Holder from the press box end.
Yep.
Oh, there you go. A no ball. Maybe just trying a little too hard. Just need to get more control back.
Holder will be disappointed with that previous delivery. Not up to their normal standards.
Yep. Lovely.
A direct hit and this could be gone.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Yeah.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
Now, that was beautifully struck with a perfect straight bat.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Yes. No.
This should be close.
Vince shakes their head. It was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Nice one.
Bowler is confident on this one.
Yeah.
Very sweet off the bat and 4 all the way.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Holder shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now.
Yep.
Edged. There's no one there. Could go down to the boundary. Holder ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket. Nurse, a spinner, coming into the attack.
A few moves made in the field. Some adjustments to the field.
Yeah.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Nice shot.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? And gone. Brilliant reactions to take that one.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
Khan comes out to bat in a bit of form. But it'll be interesting to see how they go today. Gone. Another one goes. 2 wickets in 2 balls. And they're on a roll now.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. Finds the fielder with that shot.
Yes.
4 overthrows, the throw was unnecessary and, as it turns out, pretty costly.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Edged! A massive appeal. Certainly looks close, maybe a bit of bat. How on earth did they manage that? Brilliant reflex catch.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It looked like it would be moving to a big score, but it's not to be.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket. Kuhnemann, the left armer, is the new bowler from the press box end. Nice solid defensive shot.
Just slowing things down. Nothing too risky on that delivery. Just keeping the bowler honest. That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play. Unable to get the scoreboard moving.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Just a little bit of room given, and the power was immense. It's flown over the boundary. Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
Yes.
Lovely shot. Good seam position, but over-pitched and got what it deserved.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point in chasing that.
Three extra fielders are now allowed outside the circle. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the... University end.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yep.
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
Just perfection. A majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
A I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yep.
Edge, unplayable. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. They've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Lovely.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting. Caught. Yeah! One of the easiest catches you'll see.
A trudge back to the pavilion, a disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board. Drives and misses everything.
I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
4 runs added there. The Vikings are 5 for 76.
Catch.
Middle that one. Great timing.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Yep.
Good shot. A beauty.
Bowler.
A couple on offer here.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Right off the middle of the bat.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot. Driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Catch.
That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Shots are certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. That's 2 boundaries in 2 balls.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. On, but not for many.
Are now on 6 for 97.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball.
The captain's going to change things around in the field.
Misses everything.
Well, that's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot, just not timing it at all. Poor play.
Yes.
Well placed. Should get a single.
No, no!
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. There'll be one run here for them.
That shot allows them to get off the mark.
Edged it. Big shout. They're thinking long and hard on this one. It's close, but I think it's hitting. Dawson was confident of a not-out decision and fully justified in taking that review.
Yep.
There'll be runs here. Quick onto that in the infield.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer. End of the over. 4 off it. The Vikings are 6 for 101.
Some adjustments to the field.
Solid defence, very compact.
Negated the spin well there, got nicely on top of the bounce.
Yep.
Nice shot, runs possible.
No, no, no!
Decisive run. Running might have got them to. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yep.
They'll get at least one.
Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Yep.
Keeper.
Good throw from the deep, on target. Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Yep.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
That's the over. The Vikings are 6 for 111. Holder into the attack now from the university end. Holder from the university end.
Yes.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Pulled in off the boundary rope. Good fielding out there.
Yes.
Just a little bit wide. Well picked up. And let the ball do all the work, really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Beaten on the drive.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
What great reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. And again, see you later, 2 wickets on the trot.
Another one, 8 wickets gone. You feel it's just a matter of time now. A few decent deliveries could see the end.
Captain's going to change things around in the field.
Caught first ball of the new over. What a disappointment.
Nine down now. The bowlers have nearly completed the job. The openers out in the field will be getting themselves ready for batting. It shouldn't be long before this innings ends.
Kuhneman ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Wow, that's missed a lot.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end. They managed to counter the spin well. Nice delivery, played away safely. Kuhneman is keeping things tight.
Poor shot.
Nice one.
Really lucky.
Kuhneman looked to put that one into the stands. Pitched and turned plenty past the bat. Lucky not to be bowled.
Got right in behind it.
Just slowing things down. Nothing to risk on that delivery, just keeping the bowler honest.
Well, that's the end of a great display of bowling. No score from it. Nicely putting pressure on the batters. Super catch. Early wickets will be the key. It's a below par score. If the batting gets away early, we could see a very simple run chase. The openers will be keen to knock off these runs quickly. Not a huge total to chase down. The bowlers will need to make early inroads if they're to make it interesting. Picks the gap perfectly.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Good bit of timing there.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that has stayed hit. Fantastic.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you've just got to accept it and move on. Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Roy didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
Timed that brilliantly.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one. Could be gone if only they had hit. Trouble. Oh, gone.
It's the wicket they so desperately wanted. They've removed a real threat before they could get going.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled. Middled, what a start!
That's the start you want. Awesome shots, and it's flown over the boundary.
End of the over, 30 off it. The Lions are 1 for 30. Vince coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble.
Yep.
Edge, amazing delivery. Great catch, first ball of the over.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds, and you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
A bit of a mix-up. They'll need to improve their communication.
Great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and takes a good catch.
So that's the third wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
Waiting. Whoa! Yes. No.
Kane shakes their head. He was there to be hit, but couldn't make the most of it.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Good return, back from the deep. Well, the communication's not great between these two. There's a lot of hesitation in their calls. On that occasion, looking for a second. In the end, a good decision not to go through with it.
Yes. Bowlers.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Over. The Lions are 3 for 32. The right-arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the university end. Middle that one, great timing.
Crunch on the front foot and bang, gone all the way.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Yep. Okay,
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. Nicked it through the field. Will it get to the boundary? Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake. Right off the middle of the bat.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? That's right off the meat of the bat.
That ball's been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is ridiculous.
Yep.
Chance!
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive.
Yes.
Got that away nicely.
Yep.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Yes.
Finds the edge. They certainly don't feel like they've got anything on that, but almost every fielder is asking the question. That's just outrageous.
Another one gone, the fourth wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. Will have to wait, though, to face their first ball.
Yep.
There'll be runs here.
Whoa!
Well, they were moving quick between the wickets. I thought for a moment they were going to go again. In the end, I reckon that would have been just too risky.
Waiting.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
No!
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Drives and misses everything.
Hey!
Strong appeal.
Hey!
Going with spin now.
The new bowler into the attack for the Vikings.
Well placed. Should get a single. Loud appeal. Misses everything.
Just threw the shot too early.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot. Surely that's got to be called a wide. It's completely out of reach.
Nice shot, runs possible. That's out, caught!
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite the fireworks as we would have hoped, but still, solid work.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Pollard, whose first task is getting themselves settled. Super piece of timing.
That's a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
7 runs added in that over. The Lions are 6 for 66.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer. Caught. Gone.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
Rossington won't have the pressure of facing up just yet. The nerves will be rattling a bit while they're at the non-striker's end.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Rossington takes guard. Been in pretty good touch lately. You wouldn't want to let them get away early with some easy boundaries. Nicely played. Perfect timing.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6.
Yep.
Easy catch. Didn't have to move, really.
The 8th wicket to fall. The opening batters out there in the field will probably be starting to prepare themselves for their own innings.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board. That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
5 fielders are now able to be moved outside the circle. Dawson from the university end.
It was just a little bit too full and it was beautifully timed.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
Bowler! There'll be 1 run here for them.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Absolutely nailed it.
Well, that was just textbook. Finds the space and power to lift that ball over the top, and it just keeps going.
Huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter right at the top of their game.
It's been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it. Runs coming very easily. Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
That was a big hit. Incredible power. Just incredible. Nothing wrong with the delivery, but it still goes for 6.
Yep.
Good work there on the boundary. Really? That's just wasting everyone's time.
Yep. No!
Comfortable single if they take it. Big appeal.
Yep.
Oh, that is a great catch.
Another one goes off to the sheds. That's 9 down. Some good bowling finding this tail out, and it certainly feels like this is close to the finish.
All tied up in this match. Time for a super over. Nail-biting stuff.
Going more defensive with the field choice.
Nice shot.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Wow, that's missed a lot.
Great work behind the stumps. Save some runs with that dive.
Crying wolf is not the best approach. It'll just annoy the umpire. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Timed that brilliantly.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
The runs are starting to come now. Really good shot for 6. This innings is starting to build.
Just about timed that perfectly.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
The Vikings, with a tall task ahead of them, need better than a boundary per ball.
With the changes in the field, the captain looks to be going for a more balanced approach.
Catch it!
Gone! Excellent catch, close to the bat.
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they got out like that.
Nicked it! Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one.
That's the match. It looked like the required runs were too many to get in that final over, and so it has proved to be. Great bowling, brilliant win.
There was only one team in this one, an exceptional display that saw a very easy win. That's all from us in the commentary box. See you again soon.